It was not easy at the beginning because back then the thing when a female is into sport, it's going to turn to be a prostitute or it's just a wasting of time back then because I had one of my mom's friends telling her that why would you allow your little girl to start going into sports while there is a lot of opportunity like she going for another handwork or fixing a study. But back then my mom said even if she's going to be naughty, she's going to be, even though she's working or even though she's facing her study alone. So it's not easy then. But thank God for today. I find it very good and I can never regret the day I started playing badminton. Yes, very well and very much because I can say it's a prayer that is even keeping me going because I can remember then whenever she told me something about a game that I've not played, that is what exactly that is going to happen. So I don't even like offending her whenever I have tournaments because I know what she's going to say about the tournament. That is how it's going to happen. So I don't like offending her. I like to be peaceful with her whenever I'm going to tournaments. Yes, really, that was 2009. We went to Mauritius. I think it's on the 15 championship 2009. We were just four and one of us is late, which is Isiaka Bankoli. Then it was very fun and first time it was very fun but scary because that was my first time entering plane like flying. So it was scary and but still I'm so happy and glad because as a kid then. So I tried to put my best in the tournament and thank God we won the singles and the doubles pair with Augustina Sunday. So we could be able to make it because it was 6 players that they asked to bring, but fortunately Nigeria came with just 4 and we thank God we won the tournament successful and we came back with a very big cup which everybody was asking us when we get to the airport, where are you guys coming from? They so much give us so many attention at the airport and like privilege and they so much appreciate us when we get to Maritala Mohammed. So I'm very glad and it's a very good experience. Because I wish to go more and then when I just get back home, like I started training very hard because I just wish to participate in so many tournaments more and I wish to play with high ranking and I don't limit myself to that junior tournament. So it's so much like even when I'm sleeping I think of training, even when I'm sleeping I think of badminton. So it has so much influence and encourage me to and motivate me to practice more. Then it was so hard because even me, if I just heard I'm playing with Tosin Atolagbe, I'll be so much scared. But then I used to give myself hope and I believe in myself that one day I'm going to get there. So I don't give up. Whenever I even hear playing him, that is when I try to put up my best. And I used to tell my coach then that even though I'm not going to win this game, but I'm going to play my best and try to let her know that we junior ones are coming. We want to be stronger than her. And even then there is one we used to call Fatima. Then whenever I heard I want to play with her, I used to be very scared because the way she used to play. But I just do encourage myself that one day you'll be like them, and you will even advance more than they do. And I thank God, before they retired, I beat like two of them. So yeah, but it was Mauritius then. So thank God I could be able to make it. I felt so great and happy, because it's not easy, because there are so many women there, female, playing badminton. So firstly, I have to appreciate God for that, because it's a privilege. It's not by my power, nor my strength, nor my training. It's just a privilege. But I feel so nervous, because when you're playing outside, like playing high ranking people, even though within you, if this person beats me back home, they are not going to say nothing like, okay, maybe it's because of the tournament, or maybe it's because of the ranking of the player you played with. But when it comes to national tournaments, and being the seeded one, it's a big, it's nervous, like it makes you, but yes, because you don't want somebody at the back come and giving you pressure. So it's a little bit difficult, because you're playing low ranking. So it's a big difficult, because all eyes on you and everybody wants to defeat you. So it's a big it makes you nervous sometimes. But I keep telling myself, you can do it, which I am. I felt so bad, because since I started playing badminton, I think 10 years ago, it was just I've ever witnessed just 2 national tournaments, which is very bad. I can't even say my ranking then, because I would be like 40, even not 50. But so it's very sad, because if we met with outside players asking you what's your ranking back home, you can I used to be very nervous to tell them I don't know. I would just say, okay, I'm 2, I'm 3 back home, which I know I am not. So it used to be very sad. So which I used to pray for then, that God revive Nigeria. Thank God that's the prayer has been answered now. First of all, this appreciate the organizers, the president, the sponsor. It's a very big tournament. Yes, it's a very big tournament, and I hope they continue like that, because everything there was perfect. The equipment, the officials, and the prize. It's encouraging, really. So it's a very big tournament, and we on behalf of the players, we are encouraging them. We plead for more tournaments like that. It's not because of our status, it's not because of our rank. it's just the BCA. There is one program going, Badminton Confederation Africa. So I was picked first. I was the only one picked in Nigeria. But later, they made Clement another player from Nigeria. So, and we have to be going tournaments together, training together. That is when we decided to start pairing the mixed doubles. It's not easy, because we used to fight back then, a very big fight. We used to quarrel on the court. But I told myself, if you want this player to go, you have to respect him one, and you have to be closer to him, like brotherly love. You just have to share. So whenever he's angry, I take my time to turn it to a joke, to a fun. I don't let that time. I don't get angry that time. So whenever he's calm, that is when I'll bring up that what you have done is very wrong. And gradually we started getting together, to the extent if I go this way, he knows what's else. So it's not that we planned it one day, but it's let me say it's coincidence or well, I'm looking forward to the same thing, because especially women singles, I have to win it, because yes, I have to, because even me winning it, people out there will know the trip I used to go, the training I've been, it's not for job, it's not for fun. I'm going there like I'm training very hard. So that is this tournament will allow them to know that the traveling we're going, it's not for fun. We are not joking there. One, that is the first reason that I have to win the women's singles. And for the mixed doubles, so I hope it's the same thing, because it's two different things. My mind is different from the person's mind, so but I hope the same thing happens here. I'm really prepared because playing a tournament, like two tournaments in a row, it's not easy. That means you have targets, and for you playing the tournament, that means you're prepared. You're getting ready. So I can, and like since 22 of last month, I've not been at home from one training to tournaments, from one tournament to training. So I can say I'm fully prepared for the two tournaments. By God's grace, I hope I come back with something good.